Hello and welcome to Chris Plays Games, Episode 4. The game we're playing this time around is Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge. And this is going to be a two-parter. The game starts off with a level select. We get to pick between 4 levels. We're going to do Crystal Castle. Now I'm going to do the first 4 levels from the level select. Then Dracula's Castle is going to pop up, and that'll be part 2 of Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge. So, the backstory this time around is, apparently I am Christopher Belmont, and Dracula has kidnapped my son. So, I'm gonna go punch Dracula in the dick and try to get him back. That's where we're going with this one. So, if you're new to the show, welcome, like I said, episode 4. The premise is, I am a man who likes video games. Doesn't mean I'm good at video games. You might be tuning in just to watch me swear a lot and fail. Also, let's add to the joy on this one. Because I use those crappy, cheap gamepads with the USB port that you order off the internet, the D-pad doesn't quite work like the D-pad on a Game Boy. So sometimes you mean to hit up and left, and you don't get that, or you mean to just hit up and you get up and left, or up right, and it's annoying as shit. And there are some levels in this game where I cannot deal with that annoyance. So instead of using a gamepad, this time out, I'm using a keyboard. Oh yeah, I'm risking carpal tunnel, just for you. You happy? Talking points. We have talking points tonight. Talking point number 1. I took my son to Disney World, and I have some gripes. It wasn't a bad trip. I had a lot of fun, but I got some gripes. We'll get into that later. Talking point number 2. What's the deal with endangered species? How much am I allowed to interact with an endangered species that is sitting on my front yard? I don't know. And I'm gonna ask you guys some questions because I'm too lazy to Google it. So Castlevania 2, developed by Konami, 8-bit Game Boy game, of course, dot matrix graphics, stereo sound, released in August of 1991. Some of you might be asking, hey Chris, why didn't you start with Castlevania 1 for the Game Boy? Well, simple answer there, I hate that game. It is bullshit. Here's a fun story. Look, giant eyeballs. Here's a fun story. I grew up with Castlevania 2 for Game Boy. So, yeah, maybe there's some nostalgia here. And having never played Castlevania 1, when I was about 18, maybe 19, I met this guy who had a copy of Castlevania 1. We were co-workers at the time. And I said, wow, Castlevania 1 for Game Boy? That's gotta be a milestone, right? Right? So I traded him Castlevania 2 for Castlevania 1. Not realizing that there's an overabundance of Castlevania 1 carts because that game is terrible, and everybody traded it in. But also, that Castlevania 2 is kind of a rarity and worth a little bit of money. I had no idea. And I traded it away for a piece of shit. I will never forget that guy. Sean, if you're listening, you are a cocksucking piece of shit, and I hope you die in a fire. That's a little extreme. I take that back. I'm sorry I called you a cocksucking piece of shit, but you know what? Die in a fire. I'm sticking with that. Avoiding giant eyeballs. This is the easiest level, that's why I'm starting with this one. The hardest level for me out of the initial 4, I'm going to say is Cloud Castle. And we'll do that one last. I have a whole strategy picked out for it. I think I'm going to get through it. No guarantees. Full disclosure moment, I've never actually beaten this game. I've gotten to the last boss, but I've never actually beaten it, so here we go. These guys suck. If those balls hit you, you will lose a whip upgrade. Fun fact, in the first Castlevania for Game Boy, if you get hit at all, you lose a whip upgrade, and your character actually moves much slower than Christopher Belmont does now. See, this is when Castlevania games were good. I didn't care for it when they all went to that weird kind of anime style. I thought that was, I don't know, just wasn't as fun. Too artsy. Giant jellyfish. Why not? We got giant rolling eyeballs. Why not giant jellyfish? Was probably how that conversation went. I always thought these guys kind of looked like somebody's hand. Let's see. And there's your chicken. Okay, music change means a boss is coming. That's neat. This really was a good game for a Game Boy game. It's not a particularly long game, but the further along we get, you're going to notice some little cool little things that you normally didn't get with Game Boy games. And maybe, I don't know, I guess you could make the argument, Chris, you're underestimating the Game Boy. It was a much better system than you're giving it credit for. But there's, you're going to see some dot matrix stuff that is pretty cool. Here's the trick with this boss, just stay as far to the left as you can. You might take that one initial hit, but you're going to be okay. Some version of death seems to appear in every Castlevania game. Okay, level 1 is down. My gosh, this is taking a while. Oh my god, move faster. Hey, 1-up. So that's the nice thing about Castlevania 2 as well. The more points you score, the closer you get to a 1-up. Okay. And do the next one. God, using the keyboard sucks. I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel right now as I'm talking to you. But here we go. Rock Castle. So let's talk about Disney World for a minute. I took a couple days off of work, and I took my wife and son to Disney World. The Magic Kingdom. It's a fun trip. It really is. Here's the deal. If you're gonna set up a meeting so your son can meet Mickey Mouse and have that special moment, you should probably take your child to meet some other characters in costumes and make sure he is not balls out terrified of them, because my son was terrified of Mickey Mouse, would not even look at him, buried his face on his mother's shoulder, and yeah, cried hysterically. Couldn't even get him to put on the Mickey Mouse ears afterwards, the hat with the ears. Like, my god, I really thought I had scarred him for life for Mickey Mouse. So, my gripe about Disney, and I had a fun time. We went on a bunch of rides. My son, in the long run, had fun. The wife had fun. It was a lot of walking. It was crowded. It was hot, but it was fun. We really did enjoy ourselves. Oh, hey, I didn't even know that was there. I just did that on a whim. How awesome. But what bothers me is it's so expensive. And it got me thinking, all of these theme parks, whenever one of them ups the price, they all up their price. I don't get it. You'd think they would be trying to undercut each other. Like, if Universal had announced, you know, like 2 days before I bought my Disney tickets, hey, we're lowering our price to compete with Disney, we might have went to Universal instead. I mean, no joke. In fact, I think the only reason I went with Disney over Universal is because my son gets in free until he turns 3. So, that's my question. Why the fuck are these theme parks so expensive? And you can't go to SeaWorld. SeaWorld's the least expensive of all of them, honestly. But if you go to SeaWorld, your friends all think you're a piece of shit because of Blackfish. Blackfish ruins vacation for a lot of people, let me tell you. Why so expensive, Disney? I feel like I'm just paying for the name. Really cool level design in this game. I really do enjoy that about Castlevania games. It isn't just the gameplay itself, but a lot of the times the level design and the music in the background. Let's just take that in for a minute. Some cool music, right? I just love that music. That's so cool. The hardest level for me, like I said, is Cloud Castle, and I think that is some of my favorite music in the game as well. Kind of a catch-22 behind playing that level. It's the hardest for me, yet the music is so good. We are really moving right along. We're really doing good. Another one up. See that? I have hopes for this game. I really feel like we could beat this game, you and I. Maybe not tonight. Maybe in a week from now. Because honestly, it's, you know. Alright, we have a little bit of an option here. I chose to go under the spikes. You don't have to do that. You can actually sit on the space on top of the spikes while ducking like this and whip the thing, and eventually it'll fall. Yeah, you'll score some points. I don't know why I bothered to point at the screen. It's not like you can see me. Ooh, X. For those of you wondering, yes, my sidekick, Dr. Marcus Birdwell, he is sitting in with me tonight. He's been a pretty cool guy all night. He actually just showed up right before I started recording this. He was out. Hey Mark, how you doing? Yeah? Good times, buddy. Okay. Music change means a boss is coming. Now this is a pretty simple boss. This is the part that annoys me. You gotta get the timing just right. Ugh, still missed the last two. Okay, here we go. Ready? If you do well enough while he's armored, see the armor comes off, and then you can just literally stand on him and attack. Just keep hitting that button. Boom! I know, right? God. I do well enough here, I'll start feeling like a real vampire killer. I will buy myself a whip off the internet and I'll run out into the night and whip the shit out of goth kids. That's what I'm gonna do, no joke. Because I feel like a real vampire killer now. Thank you, Game Boy, for giving me that experience. Your dot matrix with stereo sound is appreciated. Okay. Plant Castle. You can actually skip these little walk things at the beginning. I just like them. Here's where I noticed, by the way, the background really getting cool. You like that? The flowers blooming as you walk by? That's neat, right? Some impressive shit for a Game Boy. I hate those fucking frog things, but they don't have front legs. Just hind legs. Are they frogs? I don't know what the fuck to call them. Alright. I prefer to go down on this part. Ew, that sounded so bad. Ugh. Fuck you, bats. Why do so many old Nintendo and Game Boy games have bats in them? Fucking I'm sick of that. Come up with something new, Nintendo. By the way, yeah, I'm still on a Mario Kart 8 kick. This is the I gotta hand it to Nintendo with these Mario Kart games. I mean, seriously, every single Mario Kart game just seems to get better and better. And 8 is some pretty good shit. The only thing I'll complain about, and I'm sure other people have made this complaint too, is the lack of a traditional battle mode. Now you have to play the battle mode on the same tracks that you played every other level on, and that just, I don't know, I don't like it. Also, they don't give you a map if you're in 2-player mode. You gotta look at the other player's screen, and then if you're online, forget it. Okay, moving right along. Here we go. I always hate these skeleton jumpy guys. They always fuck with me. I am not digging this whole playing with the keyboard thing. For those of you guys out there who are PC gamers, I don't know how you do this. Maybe I'll do some PC games. Maybe I'll go back and play some old PC games. If you got any suggestions, write it down in the comments section, and we'll do some PC games later on. I know my wife really loves the Space Quest game. And Hitchhiker's Guide, I think she's mentioned that one before too. I don't know, I only kind of half listen when she talks. That's what it's like to be married. If you use your whip on those guys, by the way, they will split up into 2 bats, and then you got that shit to deal with. I would demonstrate, but that's a fucking headache, and I'm not dealing with it. Fuck you, X. Hey, another 1-up. What are we up to? 6 1-up. 6 lives. I got 6 lives to make this shit happen. To win back my son. I really hope there is a point in my life someday as a parent. I'm hitting the wrong button. See that shit? Fucking keyboard. As a parent, where my son is kidnapped by vampires and I have to win him back with my whip. I'm going on eBay as soon as I'm done here, and I am ordering a whip, and I am gonna run out into the night and kill vampires. The neighborhood watch will fucking love me. I don't know about you guys. I don't feel any safer with a neighborhood watch. I mean, fucking vampires out there. What are they doing? Holy water. Great tactic. Causes the eyeballs to melt and not explode. Although I think when you get to the end of the bridge, you gotta use the whip and explode them anyway. Oh, and I lost the whip upgrade. God damn you, weird hand monster. Turkey. There's gotta be something... It cannot be healthy to be eating a turkey that you found inside of a stone wall. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. You know what I could really use? A fucking whip upgrade. No! Fuck me. Okay. Get your shit together, Chris. Yeah. Okay. Well, now this shit is complicated. Like, how am I supposed to do this shit? Fuck. I've really... Oh, what? You fucking... I feel like I might have really screwed the pooch here, guys. My whole strategy now is thrown off. Fuck me! Twice in a row. Okay, here we go. I'll tell you, there might not even be a second episode for this shit. I might rage quit here. Okay. Come on, whip upgrade. There we go. Okay, and an axe. I can accept that. Okay. See? We just gotta slow down and concentrate. That's all it is. Okay. How many lives do we got? How many lives? Okay, 4. I think 0 counts, so 5 lives to make this happen. Here we go. Gotta drop in at the right moment. Slip. No, fuck me. No, god damn it! And this fucking guy, this asshole, making me lose my goddamn whip upgrades. So I gotta take this next boss, not enough hearts. Well, okay, there's a whip upgrade. So that's something at least. 10 hearts, okay. This fucking game. See, now you know why I never beat it. Yeah? Because like every other Castlevania game, the frustration is set in. Oh, thank God. Alright. This game, this is a killer. And you think this is bad. You go back and play the first one. Oh my God. It is so bad, it's frustrating. And its badness just adds to the difficulty level too. Fucking ridiculous. Here we go. Cloud Castle. Now this is the one I have problems with. Like I didn't have problems with the fucking spider pit. Here we go. Oh, let's take in the music for a little bit too. That's a good one. See? That's some intense shit right there, isn't it? That music. That's some ominous shit. That intro just says, guess what? This game is about to punch you in the dick. Okay. So my strategy here, I mentioned earlier I got a strategy for this level. I got to keep that axe. So I'm going to be very, very careful about which candles I break, and I'm going to try and farm out as many hearts as I can. And I'm going to try and keep that axe, because that is my plan. Fuck you, holy water. I don't need you. Okay. 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 We can do this. I don't like how far Christopher here gets to the right before the screen catches up with him. I feel like I could use a little more space there. Let's get that heart. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about endangered animals for a little bit. In the Central Florida area, where I live, we have these cranes. I don't know what kind of cranes they are. They're gray cranes with red feathers on their head. I know they mate for life. Oh, fuck me. And you see them all the time, especially this time of year, with their youngins. So today, I'm like, I'm going to take my son to the mall. I'm going to take my wife and son to the mall, and we're going to have fun. Maybe we'll buy him some toy cars while we're there, because he's 2.5 years old, and he loves toy cars. Every 2-year-old boy does. And there goes my fucking whip upgrade. God damn it. So, I go to walk out my door, and the first thing I see is 3 of these cranes literally in front of my door. So I'm taken back a little bit. It's a surprise, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, they're endangered animals. I think it's illegal. Oh, see, fucking holy water. They try to get you with that shit because they know it's your strategy. I'm pretty sure it's illegal for me to interact with these cranes because they're endangered, right? I didn't Google it because I'm lazy. But yeah, like, I don't want to shoo them away, but I got some questions. Like, if one of them, you know, gets a little freaked out and attacks my child, what am I allowed to do? Like, of course I'm going to run up and kick it in the face, or shove it, or try to get away from my child at least. But does that mean I'm going to get arrested? I mean... Oh, and then I had this other thought. I wonder if I can feed it. Like, if I run in the house and grab a couple slices of bread, is that cool? Can I feed them? Is that illegal? Oh, my neighbor kind of seems like the sit on my front porch and call the cops on people kind of guy. Maybe I shouldn't be feeding endangered species with this guy ready to, you know... So yeah, well, what the fuck do you do when an endangered species is sitting in front of your front door and not moving, just hanging out? No. hate this part of the game. Yeah, but what do you do? I mean, fucking, I don't know. I mean, eventually they kind of left on their own because I started walking towards them and I think they got a little nervous. But, yeah, and then they're wandering into other people's yards, so I'm thinking, well, my neighbors are going to have to ask themselves these questions now. I don't even know what kind of cranes they are. I don't know what they're called. That's how little I know about animals. I'm just not an animal guy. I've got Dr. Birdwell here, and that's about as far as it goes for my relationship with animals. Let's waste some hearts and kill this guy so we don't lose our whip upgrade. And that ball will not go away until it either hits you or you hit it with your whip. And that's another thing, is I can't find any health upgrades. Music change means the bad guy's coming. It's just a pain in the ass level. You saw that shit with the ropes, right? Okay. By the way, like what they did with the background, that is neat. Okay. So for this candle, what I'm going to do, I'm going to position myself on the edge of this thing. And see if... Okay, good, it was hearts. I didn't lose my, my axe. This guy I'm pretty sure is holy water. So fuck that guy. Oh! Oh no! Are you fucking kidding? I have to do this with holy water. Fuck me! Fuck! I can't even really yell because my wife and child are asleep, and if I wake them up, I'm gonna be in some serious shit. Fuck! God damn it. Okay. I got nothing. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to face this guy, and by the way, it's weird that there's a face between these two weird snake guys. Fuck me. Okay. See? Now you know why I wanted that axe. And that face. That's fucking creepy, alright? I'm putting it out there. That face is creeping me out. Ugh. God. Man, I am up shit creek now. Okay. Well, I gotta come up with something here. See this shit? You see what I got myself into? See, now I don't even really feel like it matters what items I get here. I might as well just collect anything. Oh no, and I lost my whip upgrade, and this fucking bat won't leave me alone. We are fucked. How many lives? I got 4, possibly 5 lives to make this happen. And I'm telling you right now, we are fucked. I think Dracula's gonna get away with kidnapping my son. I do not feel like a vampire killer right now. I am going to cancel my order on eBay, and that's going to be the end of it. No whip upgrades. Is that going to hit me? No. I can't believe I'm doing this without the goddamn whip upgrade even. Fuck. See that? Three possibly 4 lives to make this shit happen. I should have started with this level. I really should have started with this level. I should have gotten the hard one out of the way first. Alright. And now, look where I am. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. This is harder than the fucking spider pit. My whole strategy is ruined. Now I've worked myself into a corner. Alright, come on. At least I've got, you know, a kind of powerful whip. Come on, Chris. Make it happen. Yes! Fuck you in your fucking face! Okay, I think that's going to do it for episode 4. Tune in next week, and we will try to wrap this up. We will try to rescue my son from Count Dracula. Thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Bye.